Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play for Farming Simulator 22 as we continue our tribute run here on Elmcreek. And as you can see, I do have the other conveyor over here. We're going to try and see if we can figure out how to make some seeds. Maybe. We're going to try. This one definitely does go high enough to put into this thing. I'm not sure why the engine always keeps cutting out, but whatever. I will not overthink it too much. Looks about as lined up as it's going to get. Let's see. Can I turn you a little bit? Yeah, I think that's about as good as it's going to get. So, leave that there. I assume we can put stuff into the end here. It probably just picks up off the ground, actually, just based on the way it looks. But what I'm going to try and do, if it will work, is just scooch this thing over there and just try and drop right into that. Let's see, what does that do? That does... Is that making it longer? Oh, that's making that thing go up and down. Okay, that's fine. I don't know if this right here will work, this specific plan of action, but we're going to try, because why not? Does that look lined up? I mean, that looks about as lined up as it's going to get. So, let's go grab our trailer. And I don't even know if that silo will hold seed. That's the real kicker here. Will that even hold seed? If it doesn't, what we may do is just put all of our wheat into that silo as wheat, and then have that seeder thing positioned to point outward, and we'll just fill up our seeders from that as we need seed, which would also be a perfectly acceptable way of doing it, I think. Might have that thing too high, actually. But we're going to try. Oh, it says that we can put wheat in it, so... Is it just a matter of me needing to get in it? Is it just because it doesn't go into that? Is that what's going on? Which would make some sense, to be honest. Or is it maybe not lined up? Oh, there it goes. Let's do this real quick. Maybe, I bet this might have something to do with it. If we come in here and say... what am I looking for? Automatic engine start. Let's turn that off. And hopefully these things will just be running all the time. I think this is fine. So we're going to turn you on. Turn you on. How come you're not turning on? Oh, there we go. I guess that counts as the engine turned on. Now you're on. Okay, so now you should be running the whole time. And then if we get back into you... Engine's running here. So is it really just a matter of me just not being in the right spot, or that this does not work? It started to come out for a second there. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's in the right spot. It's really kind of hard to line this. Well, I guess I'm way off now that I see it from this angle. There we go. I was just in the wrong spot. I think that's putting seed into our thing. Honestly, either way would have worked. I could have very easily just put this thing up underneath the bottom there and had wheat come back out as seed. I do need to rescue you real quick, my friend. You're about to run into my harvester. I don't think this thing goes very fast, though, to be fair. Yeah, I mean, it's making it, but it's kind of slow. But do we have seed in here? We definitely have seeds, so that is definitely working. I guess my thought process is lease all this stuff, set it up, get a whole bunch of seed in there from this full, honestly, just do the whole wheat field worth of seed. And that seed should, in theory, last us a while. Now, I will need to, I guess I'll need to keep one of these things to empty out of there, right, though? Or get a different one. Which is why it might have just been better to put wheat in there and have it pull out a seed. Because actually, the seed is like 2 to 1 or approximately 2 to 1, depending on which crop you have. So we could have put wheat in here as a smaller volume and then pulled out seed, and it would have just increased in volume as it came out. So that might have worked too. Does this thing hold more than one type of crop? You know, I think I might let you finish the seed, move you out of the way, and just see if I can put the wheat straight in. Because I think I kind of like that idea a little bit. So, you're empty. You've actually used up more of the seed stuff than I thought you would, but we'll be fine. So if we get you out of the way, and then just grab you to back up to that, I think it can hold more than one type. I mean, that now might not be very realistic. I don't know, but I think it, in theory, can. And like I said, we can hold a larger volume of wheat than we can of seed because it will increase in volume. Maybe not. Might not. There we go. I just wasn't close enough. Trying to see if I can see the end of there. There we go. Oh no, I bumped it too much. Somebody needs to move that van. That's the one bad thing about this place. I like the fact that it had like a kind of a pseudo like farm setup for me, but then at the same time that's also a negative because I can't do anything with any of these buildings. They just kind of exist. Wish we could have certain vehicles have auto start and certain vehicles just, you know, stay on, but I just may have to get used to the turning on the engine every time. Good news is I can now move out of that and move over to this guy. Or move over to this guy and realign him. This guy's technically a fuel. I mean, I guess you don't want them running literally all the time. One good thing about leaving the turning the auto store off is that we can let that guy continue doing what he's doing and move away. So I just need to get used to it. The auto start's convenient, but there's other conveniences of not having it on. Oh, yeah, one more row to do. I will wait till you get finished, my friend. All right, you're good. You can get out of the way because we will need you again anyway. We'll need you again for the sorghum next. I mean, I think this one thing, even this one harvest of seed will last us many cycles. We will not need to buy seed for, I mean, we'll never have to buy seed again, but we might not have to buy seed even with this harvest for quite some time. All right, that is done. So we got 37,000 liters of wheat, 5,000 liters of seed, which again, we can obviously get more seed very easily. What's the best way to set this up? Maybe just on this other side. This isn't going to run automatically, is it? Let's see. We'd have to start filling, which is good. Why are you not turning? There we go. I was like, come on, buddy. You can do this. I guess that's good enough. I'm going to raise this. Well, honestly, I don't think it needs to be raised that high for cedars. So, honestly, something like that's probably fine. Should be able to pull the cedars through there. Maybe, hopefully. We'll find out. I might have to reposition things, but we're going to try that. And yeah, now we got a little system set up. We're renting the conveyors for right now, but they're not that expensive. If we decide this is going to work for extended period of time, we'll probably just buy those as well. All right, anything else we need to do with our fields after we get done mulching? We don't even have to wait for the mulching to get done, to be honest, to fast forward. No, but let's check the production real quick. I'm actually going to teleport over there just to see how we're doing. Wrong. There we go. Just the 3, so we're good for now. How are we doing on cotton? Still a little bit there, out there. But still got lots of fabric, so we're definitely not going to be running out of fabric anytime soon. All right, well next, like I said, is harvesting sorghum, and that's all we have to do in August as far as I can tell. We're almost done with this. Might as well let him finish. Yeah, so fully mulched on both fields. Actually, according to that, we're completely mulched, but I think we still technically... do we? Maybe we're done. Actually, I think there's a little bit more at the very, very end over there. Let's just turn around manually. It may be nothing. It may just be an illusion. Alright, so there we go. That is done. We will obviously need to be mulching with the sorghum harvest as well next month, so we'll hold on to you for a minute longer. Other than that, we're good. Next time we plant wheat is right after the sorghum. So harvest sorghum, then plant wheat. And again, we're not buying these fields yet, even though we could buy field 54 next month, but we're going to wait and get 53 instead this first cycle. All right, let's fast forward. I'm pretty happy with the seed thing. I think that's kind of cool. Again, taking out of context the fact that not all seed, you can't plant every crop from wheat, obviously, but that's just the way the game's working right now. You can get mods to make specific seed for each crop, or to have specific seed for each crop, but honestly, that's not a big deal to leave it as is. One less complexity is fine. All right, so time to harvest our sorghum. Let's see if we can get over there. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe not. We got it. Let's do a row here, so we have a place to turn around. Or way to turn horizontally, I should say. And oh, this has actually already been harvested. So yeah, like I said, sometimes if you fast forward, even at 8 o'clock in the morning, they've already got those contracts done for those harvests. It's kind of crazy. All right, we're up to 13%. That's good. At least it'll be easier to see the mulching this time around. A lot easier. Stop you, my friend. It's almost full. Let's go get him emptied out. Should be able to, I think we'll get all the sorghum into one trailer load. I hope. I guess it depends on how much sorghum weighs, because obviously different crops have different weights, right? So we may put more, we may put less. So which field is it? It's this one over here. Once we harvest this cotton field, I think we'll be very close to 15%. Did you really miss a spot, my friend? I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but it's still kind of like, really? Really? Potatoes. There's a mulcher. Don't need that one though. That one's a little bit slower. Actually, quite a bit slower. All right, we're going to get the sorghum stuff finished up between episodes. When we come back, we'll be ready to fast forward, and tomorrow we'll be planting wheat. But I do appreciate you guys watching. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye. I wanted to give a special shout out to the following channel members. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.